The Stanley Parable is a game that defies definition. I mean, it's an interactive experience that takes players on a journey through a world of endless possibilities, where every decision made changes the course of the game and the story of the game itself. It creates an extremely unique experience every single time you play it. What makes the Stanley Parable a masterpiece? In this video, I'm going to hope to dive into that in more depth and kind of explore why I think it is a masterpiece with you guys. Feel free to leave your personal opinions in the comments below, and I'll try to read all of them and respond to them too. But let's begin. Firstly, the narration is just superb. They chose a wonderful voice actor for the game, and the voice that he has just captures the mood absolutely perfectly, and it really does guide the player through the story while keeping the intensity whenever they want it, and the irony is very amazing too, and the narrator, the voice actor, just does a really good job at portraying the comedy that they want to portray in their game, while also supplying a very unique experience for the player, because most games don't have a narrator in a manner that he acts as a narrator.
Hold on. What's this? The Stanley Parable 8? No, this doesn't look right at all. The Stanley Parable takes place in an office building. There are doors and branching paths. This is just a button that says 8. Where did the Stanley Parable go?
The story itself is also brilliant. It's a meta commentary on the nature of video games and storytelling and player choice. It's a game that not only tells a story, but encourages players to question the very natures of the stories themselves, and leads the players into choosing their own options and creating their own endings and their own unique stories and experiences throughout the game. Secondly, the game is just hilarious. I mean, it's definitely a personal opinion, but the surprises and the twists that occur in the game, they create such a fun and like a quirky atmosphere that will have, players and people just laughing out loud. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's kind of part of its charm. Thirdly, the Stanley Parable's graphics are simple yet extremely effective. I mean, their minimalist aesthetic creates a unique atmosphere that matches the experience of the game, and the use of color and lighting is really noteworthy in creating a visually stunning world and a visually stimulating world. And due to their choice of choosing more minimalist aesthetics and not entirely focusing on the graphics but still having good graphics, it leads to the game not feeling outdated and out of time. Fourthly, the Stanley Parable has no limitations. I mean, players are free to explore the world in any way that they choose without having to worry about restrictions or game mechanics. It's a game that encourages experimentation, and it rewards players for thinking outside the box. I mean, you'll make a decision and you'll think that you broke the game and that you're being tricky, and then you'll find out that the game itself has actually implemented that into the game as an ending, which sounds very meta and very confusing, but it is very cool when you experience it. And finally, the game has multiple endings. I mean, with so many different paths to explore, players can have a completely new experience each time they play, and each ending is unique and thought-provoking, encouraging players to reflect on the choices they've made and the consequences that follow. And it's just the most creative game, in my opinion, when it comes to its endings and its player options and its story. Because really, each decision you make will change the story entirely. I'm particularly trying to avoid any sort of spoilers for the game, so I'm not going to go in depth, but some of the storylines of the game that you can end up running into and following are just absolutely insane, and sometimes it gets very confusing. But every single time it's very fun, and it just leads you down a path that is both chaotic, yet very comedic, yet very fun. In conclusion, the Stanley Parable is a fantastic game that combines unique gameplay, wonderful narration, a humorous atmosphere, and compelling graphics. It's an unforgettable experience that every gamer should try at least once. I mean, it's a game that challenges players to think differently about the nature of video games and storytelling, and it's a game that will stay with you long after you've finished playing it, and that's why, in my opinion, the Stanley Parable is a masterpiece. Thank you guys for watching my video about why the Stanley Parable is a masterpiece. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my points and my perspectives, And feel free to leave a comment to let me know if you've played the Stanley Parable, what you personally think about it, or if you just watched a video and you've never heard about that game, if you're maybe gonna go check it out, or kind of just what you thought. Thank you guys for watching the video though. Subscribe if you enjoy my content and if you want to watch more of it and receive more of it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and peace.